everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we have an update for my project pan. I know I'm a little bit late, but I really wanted to get up my Valentine's look last week, so we'll be doing our project pan update this week. So without further ado, let's jump straight in. So starting with the obvious, I am wearing a full face of my Project Pan makeup, just so you know. And in total, in the month of January, I used the Project Pan items 15 times. Sometimes I would do a full face and other times I just pick and choose which products I would use along with some other products I have in my collection. Like sometimes I change out the eyeshadow or the blush or the foundation, but I try and use at least one or two of these items every time I did my makeup. I mostly did use the powders. I think I did really well this month. I made so much progress and I can't wait to show you all. So starting off with primers, I had two primers in my Project Pan. The first one was the Passion Pro Partner in Prime Dewy Pore Minimizing Face Primer with Hyaluronic Acid, longest name ever, but when I started I was there, and if you hold it up to the light you can see slightly through the bottle. So started over there and now we are up to here. So I think that was a lot of progress and I definitely think I will finish this in the next 6 months. I've been using it every single time I do my makeup. The Essence Fix and Last Makeup Gripping Jelly Primer was this one, and we started up, let's see if it will focus, we started over there and we are down to here now. So I'm sure this will be finished in the next month or so because, as again, I've been using it every time I use makeup. So I've been making an active choice to use this. So in this month I used this 10 times out of the 15 times. Other times obviously I change my primer out if I'm doing a video or just it's too hot outside, because this is quite slippy, so it helps your makeup melt off your face faster. And then for the Essence one I used this 9 times, so just one less than this one, and that is also because either I forgot to use it or I wanted to use something else, but definitely made a lot of use out of this and a lot of progress, so really happy with that. Next we have the Cica Foundation by Collection, and mine is in the shade Toffee 12. This one I told you guys before that I didn't really know where I was because this is a sticker, so you can't even see any windowing or anything on here. So what I did is I tried to squeeze like all the air back in the bottle and then squeeze it all forward, and I was over here before and now I'm down to here. So I think it's slightly less than that, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm just being a little bit liberal with the amount I have used, but that's a lot. This is one of my favorite foundations. Like I said, I am wearing it today. I use this basically all the time, whether I am filming or not. So this is definitely a go-to for me, which makes it easier to pan. And this one I used 9 times. And the reason for that is obviously, as much as I do love it, it's not available in South Africa, and I'm currently in South Africa. So my content needs to kind of be relevant. So I can't really use this on camera too much, but for the days where I don't need to, I definitely do use this, or for just personal makeup days, I definitely love the way this looks on my skin. Moving on to the LA Girl Velvet Bronzer Contour Stick. Nothing contour about it. It is red toned. I don't know if you can see it, but I kind of underpainted with it today. I'm just playing around with different techniques. As you can see there, I used almost half of it this month. It was dome shaped before and now it's completely flat, and I'll insert pictures and you can see just how much I used. So we are up to there. I will insert, I've been measuring it and I have, it doesn't look like I've used that much, but definitely because of that dome shape we used quite a bit of it, and obviously it's all the way down there now. So really happy with that. The shade I use in this is Suede. Like I said, it does pull quite red, so it's been good for underpainting because you go on top of it with your foundation, so it still shows through, but it's not as red toned, because as I've said before, I can use this as a blush because it is like that type of tone. But this one I used 11 times. I am really determined, like I said, to use it finished, so I've been playing with like underpainting and stuff like that, and then I just use this every single time I want to use a cream bronzer. bronzer. I haven't dipped into any of my others because I don't like this. The formula is kind of like a cream to powder, so it is much more drying. So yeah, I'm happy with the progress I've made on this, and I think I will be able to finish this one for sure by the end of the year. It doesn't even contain much. I think it's 0.2 ounces or 5.8 grams. And this has a lifespan of 18 months, and I've only had it for less than a year now. So really happy with the progress on that, but I definitely want to finish that up and definitely won't be swapping that out. Next we have the concealer. So I chose the Revolution Concealer in Define, and honestly, I really don't like this. I thought it was okay, but I've realized that it's not good at all. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see in there, but as you can see, I've used so much of it and I didn't even realize. So I wanted to swap this out, but what I'm going to do with it is keep it in my project pan and just use it as a eyeshadow primer, just because it is a really dry formula. So it's been really good for my eyeshadow. I've used it the past couple times I've used my makeup this month, but I don't like it for under my eyes. It pulls really pink and it's really dry, kind of like the Rimmel Multitasker, very dry. So for me, it's a no, but I'm definitely going to keep it in and try and finish it up using it as an eyeshadow primer, which obviously will take me a bit longer to finish up, but still I just want to use it up, or I will just give it away. This one I didn't say, sorry, I used it about 5 times under my eyes as an actual concealer, but like I said, I didn't really like it. I also tried to use it with one of my hacks that I did in another video. I'll just pop it up here, but it's multi-using your products, and I tried that with that. It's just too pink. It really, their color range is really strange. Mine is in C10, so yeah, didn't get a lot of use out of that at all. And I will be rolling in another concealer, which I'll show you at the end of this video. So that's all the liquid products I have. So moving on to powder products, and this is very exciting. So I have the Mode Elite powder in, which I got in France, like I mentioned a few times. And guys, I hit pan pretty soon after this entered the project. If you take a look at the pictures that I took for my progress, you can see the rings starting to show, but it's so loosely packed that it actually went so fast. And this one I used 15 times out of the 15 times that I used my makeup. So I think this will be done hopefully by next month and we can roll in something else. But this got me really excited because whenever you hit pan, it's very exciting. But I definitely think I will finish this before our 6-month mark, when I will roll in some new products. But for now, I'm so excited that I made that much progress on this. Next, moving on to my contour or bronzer product, and we have the Essence Contouring Duo. Here you can start seeing the lines of the pan. You'll see a closer picture when I show you the progress, and there's a slight dip in it, but no real progress on this. And this one I used 8 times during January. It started to hard pan. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got like weird bumps on it, so it started to hard pan, so I really have to like dig my brush in. So I'm not often reaching for it, but I try as hard as I can to include everything from my project pan, and it is mostly affordable products, so it plays right into my hand when I am doing little other shorts or whatever. For highlighter, I have the Ofra Rodeo Drive Mini, and I haven't made a lot of progress in this. It is very pigmented. I used this 8 times as well, just because I was testing out another, like a pink highlighter that I got from Smudge. So I was testing that out for a while, so I didn't include this as often, but this is very pigmented. You need the smallest amount, and I probably think this is going to last a lifetime, but I'm going to still try my hardest just to hit pan whenever that is. Obviously in the next 6 months we might roll it out, but we'll see on the progress we get. But for now I'm still diligently working hard on this one. So for blush, if you watch my channel, you know this is not my favorite blush, but I just want to get some use out of it. Like, as you can see on my cheeks, I've had to build it up so much just for it to show, and because I use so much white light, it can sometimes wash you out. So this needs to be built up a lot, and it wears off really quickly. So it's the Essence, the blush in breathtaking, and this I used 6 times during the month of January, and I'm just struggling with it. You can see the words have slightly been rubbed off, but generally I'm struggling with this one, so I'm going to keep it in for the next couple of months, and then we'll see what happens then at like the 6-month mark. I'll probably roll it out, if not next month, but I'm going to try my hardest to use it as much as I can. So moving on to eyes. So yeah, that's the last 2 products I have updates on, then I'll show you my roll-ins. So the MAC Single Shadow in Corduroy, the hole has gotten significantly bigger, and the quality of this isn't amazing, I'm not gonna lie, even though it's MAC and it was really expensive, but the quality is really not that good. But I can use this with a light hand through my crease, and then sometimes, or even just to darken up the outer corner. If I don't really want to wear eyeshadow, I can contour out my eye nicely with this, but if you blend too much, it just blends away, and it can tend to get a bit patchy, and it is quite chalky as well. This one I used a total of 8 times as well during this month. It's just because the eyeshadow that I have doesn't have like a medium tone brown, it has like the deepest brown and then the lightest shade, so I like to use this as a mid-tone brown, like I said, through the crease or just to deepen out the outer corners, and it's been pretty good, and I'm glad I've added this into my project pan. Next, for eyeshadow, because this is like a week late, I think it's kind of cheating, but I hit pan on one of the shadows today, as you can see. So we are now in the 2nd week of Feb, so this technically counts as Feb, but because we're doing the update now, I've hit pan on one shadow, and I'm really happy. So my focus shadows were this one, and this one, or this one, I think this one. So I haven't made significant amounts of progress on any of the shimmers, but definitely the mattes. So I think I'm going to change my focus to this one, so these 2 shades, and then maybe this one still, because it's the lightest one, and I can use that in like the inner corner. So yeah, we'll focus on this one next month, this one and this one. But this was one of my oh my gosh, I said this so many times, but this was one of my focus shades, so I've hit pan on there, and I'm really happy with that. I do like the tone of that, because that also I can use all over the lid, or I can just contour out my crease. So this has been a really handy palette to have in my project pan, because it's literally amazing for every day. You can either just put a shimmer all over the crease and have a one and done, or you can carve it out, or you can deepen it up, or you can do liner. So I have it on my eyes today, like I said, and I've done like a really dramatic look, which I think it's so versatile, so I'm really happy with that. This palette I've used 10 times, so when I've done other eyeshadow palettes, I've incorporated this in as like just for transition shade, or for the black for the liner, or just for an inner corner highlight. So I've tried to incorporate it every single time I've done eyeshadow. So yeah, I'm really excited that we've hit pan today. So moving on to roll-ins, there's 2 things I'll be rolling in this month, and the first one is a concealer, just because I cannot use that under my eyes, and this is the Smudge Perfecting Concealer in the shade, I think it's soft beige. So that is what it looks like. I'm again not sure about the progress, but I'll have a look when we're done this video. But it's starting to window slightly. I'm not sure if you can see, it's starting to window slightly on the top, so hopefully we can make some progress on that, because this is one of my favorite concealers that are affordable in South Africa. And then the last thing I'll be rolling in is a lipstick, and this is the Urban Decay Vice lipsticks in the shade 1993 Comfort Matte, and I literally I have it on my lips today, but the shade is so weird, but I don't have that much left. So as you can see, this will probably take me a couple months to finish, but a lot of my lip liners don't go with it because it is so cool toned, so I'm struggling to use it for other things. I don't know how I got that much use out of it. I think I'll just use it without any lip liner, and maybe use it as like an everyday lipstick. But yeah, really excited for that. So those are all the updates. I'm really sorry that this was a little bit late. It should have been up on the 5th, which was like last week. I will definitely have less time to work on it now for next month update, and hopefully that update will be on time. Yeah, let me know what products you've been working through, what you're most excited to see progress on. Yeah, I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys.